So one of the recent week's boss was Lich on another brick, and I think a fun boss challenge we could do with this map is try to beat it using only towers behind the wall. And just in case it's not hard enough, we've also disabled Monkey Knowledge, because this is a normal Lich, so hopefully there should be a decent amount of leeway. Anyways, I just did a little bit of head start, starting at round 13, and there are only 5 heroes you can choose from, the best one being Corvus, because, yes, it pretty much doesn't matter where you put him because the spirit has full map range, although it does, of course, affect his ability to gain mana, and funny enough, this spot cannot gain mana whatsoever, so this should be interesting. Don't put that in the video. So Corvus was good enough to solo 13 rounds, no lives lost, and we're left off at the point where I can now remove one of these things to place a farm down this round. I guess the generous thing about another brick is that they at least give you some place to put towers behind the wall before you have to spend 1k to remove it, so that certainly helps, and I'll drop down my first farm over here, and I guess see how long I can survive with Corvus before dropping another tower. Unfortunately, Strong League this round, and Soul Harvest doesn't work. It has a bigger range than Corvus's visual range, but still not much bigger. See, it works for some Bloons there, but not all. Well, no mana, no problem, it seems. Round 22, and Corvus solo is still kicking strong. I have now gained a little bit of mana for some spells, but obviously not to cast it. I'll just tank it until, I mean, I have 200 lives. I'd say I could safely go down to like 50, 100, and still be fine. Now, I'm gonna start to pivot here. Instead of dropping another farm, I'm gonna try to go for a Bloon Trap, because I'm pretty sure you can still target those over the wall. And that would be a great way to get Bloon defense, along with, well, farms. Okay, crap. Before that, though, purple's this round, and I don't have Storm yet. So I guess I'll just help out Corvus with a 0/0/0 mortar. Doesn't matter if we miss a couple purples. I just want to save as many lives as possible. Mortar also a great choice because it helps out with the light balloons. Should be able to get the Bloon Trap this round. The 0/0/4 didn't even drop, but I'm pretty sure 0/1/4 should work, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now the only problem with the Bloon Trap I noticed is that Corvus isn't a great synergy with him because of the full map range of the spirit. So maybe, in hindsight, well, definitely hindsight, I should have removed the top one first and then just put the trap up there, but that's okay. Hopefully we don't have to play too perfectly in order to survive this run. And I think this round I'm just going to use the mana barrier. Let's just take a couple yellows first because it only lasts a short while. Make sure we get all the red balloons at minimum. And I'll still take this at 59. Enough farming for now. Let's get some more defense, eh? So I'm going to get a Monkey Gaze because I think this is probably what I do for tier 1. ODS spam, also, for a spy plane didn't work. Or at least it's very inaccurate if I don't have Wing Monkey, which I guess is just one downside of having no knowledge. Down to 17 now. You know what? I think it's probably worth it to finally remove this for 1k so that I can move Corvus over here to actually start gaining mana. Because if I had more mana, then, of course, I could use Vision just to beat those rounds, or rather lose less lives. And I'll do that right now, of course, because I do not trust this ace without Wing Monkey. I haven't ran through all the options yet, but I'm pretty sure ODS is just one of the more reliable ones. At least compared to other towers, they lose the least of the damage when put over the wall, aside from, again, the lack of Monkey Knowledge. So I'll just get one for now. There are also other options like Spike Storm, for example, that would be really, really good, but I also want their spikes to land on the track. So let me just play and see if this works. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna sell all the farms, or all but one, because if I haven't shown already, let's go with the rules here. This is a speedy Lich. It is weaker, 80% health, but with 50% speed, we can't afford to really wait around, if you know what I mean. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have gone for an ODS, because I think Spike Storm would solo. Would it not? Well, regardless, let's just see how this goes. Not great so far without Spike Storm. You know what? We'll stop one more. I probably should stop Bloon Trap, but I'm really, really greedy, as you see. Also, Corvus can't really help do damage, because the Ancestral Might only works within its range. This is not looking great so far. First skull hit, maybe there's some hope. Oh, actually, I just realized I should have saved some lives. Because, well, 16. I only have 16 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Spear here too, just so that we can preserve the spike pile of the Spike Storm, because that really helps too. Like, just one-shot the Lich so that it doesn't take any lives away from us. Very nice, very nice. Oh, crap. I'm gonna need to trample this. Ooh, that was close. Scary, scary. Now we got another Spike Storm. I'm pretty sure At least I hope. This just takes us all the way down to 0. At least to the last skull. Just so we don't have to worry about the Lich Soul. Come on, come on. Nice. And I think that's all. Aside from the Chain Moabs, what do I do? Them Chain Moabs have got hands. You know what? Let's Dark Shift. And let's Frostbound. And Soul Harvest. 8 lives. Sheesh, that was close. We did it, though. We did it. Cool. So now I think I'll sell my mob defense for the Monkey Town. This, and of course, we gotta go for the 1 farm Monkeyopolis whenever possible. Dark Shift Corvus back up, and I think we are in a good spot. Well, except for mob damage. Maybe I shouldn't have sold the ODS. Wait a minute, hold up. Let's pause the round. I just realized one thing. Well, let me not die first. Do that. I can't gain lives back. So, Druids are banned, Hellies are banned, and farms only give you lives if you have the Monkey Knowledge. Unless we go for the Monkey Wall Street. This is the only upgrade, I think, that gets you lives without the Monkey Knowledge. You know, funnily enough, I actually think this is salvageable, because as long as we one-shot Lich, or beat it quick enough, then the Lich Soul won't take away any lives before we get Wall Street, which I can get it before 2-3, probably not before 2-2. I probably shouldn't have been so reckless with the lives in hindsight, but that's just kind of how it goes on your first attempt. It's never going to be completely optimal. And I guess that's where part of the fun lies, in it being your first attempt, seeing if you can salvage the mistakes you end up making, as opposed to starting over and over, and then eventually coming up with the most optimal way to play. That's just how I see it. Anyways, we now have a Moab Shredder for any Moabs, 1 trap in the back. It's kind of scuffed, but I like the setup I have right now. 2 Mob Shredders, 1 on under each trap here, so that it can gobble up the cerams the moment mobs pop. I'll do a 3rd one too, just to stuff at the very front. Also, now that we got a BRF, of course, go for an Overclock, because that can double as camo, decamo, as well as efficiently buff our BRF. Now we gotta ask, what is the cheapest defense to beat tier 2 without losing lives to Lich Soul? I want to say spam Spike Storms, so I'm just gonna get started on at minimum 2 of them. I would guess 3. I'm pretty sure Carpet Spikes would be an easy way out, but, well, 3 Spike Storms, even 4 Spike Storms is cheaper than that. Yep, if you can beat this tier without selling, then I think we're in for a free ride the rest of the game. Let's go. So, 1 Spike Storm now, how much damage does it do? Does it get us to the skull at least, or do I have to activate 2 of them? Probably 2 of them. Okay, I think just seeing that, let's go for a 5th, and then a 6th. This is still cheaper than a Carpet Spikes? Probably not, but now that I think about it, maybe Carpet Spikes wouldn't solo, like without losing lives. Shrug, let's just hope this works. So, skull number 2, and you see, actually that's a pretty tanky Lich Soul. Luckily, still no lives lost. Here is the halfway mark. We also have to watch out for round 63, because that's going to eat up a lot of spikes. Granted, I guess Lich is in the very back now, so it matters less. But of course, I'll just make 100% sure by activating some of Corvus' spells. So, Ember for sure. Ember and Echo, why not? We have lots of mana. And last skull here. 6 Spike Storms, no problemo. And then after this round ends, it is time. It is time. Completes. Sell off how many farms, or how many spikes? Well, all of them, I guess. And there it is. Monkey Wall Street has been afforded. Okay, technically I didn't need the Wall Street that early, because I still had 17 rounds till tier 3 spawned in, but at least now gives me a sense of security knowing that I'll have enough lives. So tier 3 and beyond should get easier from this point, because of the amount of, money we're making from farms. I probably don't even have to farm this hard. But at minimum, I'll probably at least go for a Banana Central, Ultra Boost, and then call it a day. Actually, maybe not Ultra Boost, because Lich will steal buffs away. Let me just get started on tier 3 and beyond defense now. I guess if I can get Goliath Doomship, then that's it. The game is done. This is about as much farms as I can fit without sacrificing spots for damage towers. I'll just try to squeeze in every little spot for an overclock so I can overclock each BRF. Why am I trying this hard? So, what are the odds that an unbuffed Flying Fortress can solo tier 3? I don't know, but let's just add Gluestorm for +2 damage and play. If I need more, then just get Carpet Spikes, I think. So far, though, it looks like the big plane, a solid, I don't know, 2,000 DPS. Not good enough. There it is. And now this should definitely be more than enough, right? Yeah, let's even do Overclock on the big plane. The thing is, before tier 5, if you didn't know, Lich's buff stealing is not global range, so you're free to buff towers as long as Lich is far away enough from them. So I think right now is a good opportunity. And yeah, no problem for tier 3 whatsoever. Tier 4 though, maybe a different story. I think by then, I don't think I'll have enough money for the Goliath Doom ship. Or I guess at least it'll be close, so we'll see. We'll just sell this just so more pops get on the big plane. Not that it really matters though. And yeah, looks like normal Lich is no match for the scaling power of farms. It's kind of why for most challenges outside of bossing, I prefer him to play on Chimps mode instead of any other game mode, because as long as farms are enabled, the late game / end of game is usually very trivial. Because you just farm up a storm in the early game, maybe you have a little bit of struggle at the start, but once you afford everything that you need and then more, the strategy for the challenge just kind of flies out the window, and it is simply a waiting game. I accidentally started tier 4, but that's fine. Let's just quickly get up all tier 5 planes. I don't even care about getting other, aces to fill in the tier requirement, because I'm pretty sure, a degree 1 does it. And this would be more than that, because the pops on the big plane 20, you couldn't have asked for any better, honestly. And if Goliath Doomship can solo elite bosses, then it should have no problem against the normal one whatsoever. So now we just sit back and relax all the way to tier 5. As a reward for what we, quote-unquote, suffer through in the early game. Alright, for funsies, what else do you think we could do? Is there enough money for a Wizard Paragon? I think there is. If I'm looking at every Paragon correctly, I pretty much had to go for Ace, unless I want to sell on the Wizard. Wizard and Ace are the only two that can truly see over everything. And of course, Ace would still be superior because the Magus is in an absolutely atrocious spot. I actually barely have enough money for this. Is this even worth it at this point? Probably not, but whatever. Alright, here we go. Degree... Is that still 1? No way. I guess it is, alright. Time to actually start taking this seriously, otherwise I'll actually die. The thing with the Ace you see is that it's so bad without Wing Monkey, or at least if you want it to perform similar to if it was Wing Monkey, then you gotta do that Ace micro, the dirty, dirty Ace micro. And that's asking for a lot when your Ace is your Ace pad is over here, so I might need to play some Center Path micro. We'll do some light micro here. I should even get the damage over time on the Phoenix by using this. Because this is actually going to end up being pretty close. Hang on. Uh-oh. So, I'm going to save my Card Bomb, if possible, for the last skull. I'm pretty sure I could go now, because the Card Bomb will take it down to the skull, and then some, right? Yep. No Lich Soul to be found, and the lower degree the Magus is, the worse it is. Even compared to other towers, because I don't even get a single Metamorphosis off. How unfortunate. Somehow it still did 1 million damage, though. Nice. 11 million. Leading the way for Ace. GG. Overall, this was not too difficult of a challenge, even without monkey knowledge. If you want to see me attempt this on Elite, though, then let me know down below, because I'll consider it, and might be pretty interesting to try out. Until then, though, I'll see you guys next time.